West of England have come out in their tens of thousands to show their loyalty to the crown. On the current Queen's watch, support for the British monarchy has rarely fallen below 70% across 6 decades. Pollsters describe it as one of the most stable indicators they've ever encountered.
One might have expected that in austerity Britain, where institutional resentment and mistrust are almost the norm, that inherited power and privilege would have become unacceptable. But here in Lancashire this week, the flags and the crowds are out in force.
Just as they were when the Queen last came here. It was 1955, and people were also wondering why austerity Britain continued to embrace the royal family.
There was a special smile for the engine driver.
But the monarchy represented continuity at a time of huge social change. Among the crowds that day was Ray Clark, back on almost the same spot 57 years later.
1,000 years of a monarchy, there's nothing to equal it anywhere in the world, and we've got it.
Accrington is a no-nonsense, down-to-earth sort of place, and yet the excitement at the arrival of a fabulously wealthy hereditary monarch has been palpable.
It's the Queen, innit? You've got to do your best.
She's amazing, isn't she?
Yeah,
She's like,
brilliant.
she's top of the world.
With belts being tightened and as global power moves from west to east, the British increasingly define national greatness by more than wealth and possession.
You will not find someone who's so wealthy, so rich, so like in London, in such a posh place, to come to our town, show a little bit of love to her. It's a big thing for us.
So, like...
Try not to giggle.
The monarchy may not make sense to many, but from generation to generation it is invested with a mystical significance. The British love to celebrate their eccentricity. Not everything has to be logical or rational.
You wouldn't invent the monarchy now, but there's something in its irrationality that plays to our national DNA. The British rarely pass up an opportunity for wearing daft hats and not taking ourselves too seriously.
There is a slice of Britain that sees monarchy as an anachronistic survivor of a bygone age, at odds with a modern democracy. But the same arguments perhaps explain its popularity. It may not make sense, but it's ours. Mark Easton, BBC News, Accrington.